I'd love to. I'm a global communications person. I've consulted with a number of companies ranging from major brands like Microsoft and Philips and Walmart and household names like that, and down to some smaller entrepreneurial startup companies, some of which are household names and some of which are not. And I take a very broad-based approach to the importance of strategic communication. Well, initially, Greg, I worked in the political arena, and I decided that it was a bit more blood sport than I wanted to engage in. So I looked at the skill set that I had developed, the ability to speak, the ability to write, the ability to motivate some people to take some action, and decided that corporate communication was the next best thing. No, you're absolutely right. The term corporate communications is an umbrella that's often employed to encompass a lot of different aspects. I would also add to your list social media, which is something that's become such a hot topic and a very important discussion point lately. So true corporate communications, the way I look at it, encompasses all of the items that you described. We can certainly work to help corporate executives better establish their voice and their messaging in the marketplace. We can handle public relations. I like to work with companies on their messaging and the positioning and helping them understand how the global communications arena can actually work to their benefit.
So what kind of tactics do you use in today's world to do those things?
Well, the most important tactic that anyone can use is actually to listen, which given the radio audience we have right now, that seems to be a natural for some of those folks. But a lot of companies and a lot of business people don't listen. They wind up speaking and broadcasting outwardly and not hearing. And with the advent of social media in particular, what you've got now is a situation where everybody has a megaphone, everybody has a communication perspective and a point of view, and everybody feels the right and sometimes the obligation to share it. So the most important tactic to employ is to listen to what people say about you, what people say about your competitors and your space, and then start to craft what your response and your proactive steps are going to be. Well, one of the keys of social media, and it's funny how many businesses, both large and small, have an intern or a millennial or what some of us would call a kid, simply running social media because they know how to do it. And what's changed really abruptly in the past 12 to 18 months is that approach is no longer sufficient. The SEC has ruled that social media is considered a formal form of communication. So at this point, what we're seeing is more and more companies taking a strategic view and having some real seasoned communications people drive their social process, because as I indicated before, everybody has a megaphone. Everybody has the ability to speak to a company or to a leader or to a product or to a process, and they feel compelled to do so.